The final level of English to me is how do we apply that into how we observe the world and engage with the world? And in a way, how do we fight back against that attention-hungry social media out there? You know, how do we encourage them to be in the long-form content? How do we encourage not only students, but just people in general? How do we encourage them to be a part of the conversations, open loop conversations? Understanding just the power of story and the power of subtle, maybe, education of getting over that indifference hump, of making whatever the material is sit in the heart and in the mind of your student, of your kid, of your friends, of whoever you're trying to engage with, and letting that slow burn happen. That's a very powerful thing. And I think if you're a teacher who is really struggling, know that you're not alone. You are fighting a battle for attention, a battle for whose voice is going to be outshouted or whose voice is going to get the most eyeballs, so to speak. He drew in crowds with his parables. And teachers, we can use them to teach too. And I think story is the oldest teaching technology, you know, we've had. And as long as there's a story to tell, teaching can still happen, I think. Know that if you're passionate about something, your audience knows, and whether it's students, your family, or just coworkers, passion goes a long way. Don't resolve the teaching crisis, but these are things that have just worked for me as an English teacher. And again, I mean, story works. Story's kind of sticky for your brain. It sticks around. I love it when people give feedback and give ideas on what could make maybe education a little better. And, you know, fight that false notion that teaching has to be boring or learning has to be boring.